Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Hello and welcome to What's on Tap podcast. We are back with your weekly dose of beer speaking. It's almost like ASMR.
It is. It's your beer ASMR podcast.
Where we
just relax.
Where we get closer and closer to the microphone.
Yes, enjoy your beers. Sit back, relax,
Well,
and
now-
listen to the sonorous nature of our voices.
Wow. Now we lost all our listeners.
They're all asleep.
So let's dive right into the first beer. The first beer is from Nynashamns Angryggeri, which means steam brewery.
Yes.
South of Stockholm, and they made a beer to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the Swedish Beer Promoters Association, Svenska Ölfrämjandet.
Nice.
A lobbyist organization that tries to promote craft beer and beer that isn't macro produced.
Yeah.
That's basically it. And the beer itself is a dark mild. I think they missed an opportunity because it's 4.2% ABV.
No, it
If
should
they
be
had-
4.0.
It should be 4.0% ABV for a 40-year anniversary beer. Really.
All right. Well, it's a very mild color in nature. It's like just exactly what you expect. Kind of clear brown liquid.
Exactly. So with a mild, you would expect it to be super drinkable, chuggable even, because you're meant to basically have 1 pint on the way from work. And the dark mild would be slightly maltier, slightly more caramelly, maybe toffee. Who knows? Cheers.
Cheers. You never get some rye bread notes on the palate.
Definite rye bread, some toffee even.
Kind of a lingering finish. It's a very bran kind of taste. Hugrev. Not Hugrev.
Hugrev?
Not Hugrev. That's meat.
beef.
It's beef. Yeah, know what am I thinking of? Havre.
Havre, oat.
Oat.
Ah. Yeah, maybe. You sure?
No. Ragmjöl. Rye flour.
Rye flour.
Yeah.
I don't know why you say it in Swedish.
Because I'm practicing my Swedish, you bastard.
Are you really?
I am. Did you just hear it? I was just practicing. I went through 3 different words.
No.
They were all completely wrong,
No.
but I got there eventually.
I understood all of them, so
Yes.
you succeeded.
Thanks.
They write on tap. They write that obviously this is a collaboration. The beer is put out at Systembolaget and in bars, and in 6 cities it will be served as a traditional cask ale.
Oh, okay.
I actually
Bishop's Arms gets it, right?
I saw this on cask at Bishop's Arms, and I didn't try it then because one, I didn't have infinite time, and there were other beers to try. But also, I had in the back of my mind, I have this bottle I'm going to share with Stefan, and now they were out of it.
Well, they do pretty quick turnover on their casks.
Yeah, they're popular.
It's really them and their what's the other one?
Who else has cask in?
No, I mean like who else? But there's like 2 breweries that do cask ales at Bishop's Arms.
Närke.
Okay, then there's 3. There used to be one with like a sail or a ship or something.
Swedish?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't remember. I'll see it and then I'll
I don't
remember.
remember.
Yeah. But yeah, they always have a couple of cask beers, it seems like. And Narka also does quite a few.
This one is drinkable. It doesn't stand out as a beer.
It's
But
a mild.
Milds never do.
It's a mild. The best thing you can say about a mild is it doesn't taste horrible.
That is true for this one as well.
Yeah. I think this is a very good example of the style. We've had some other milds, and I think we tried the Omnipolo mild that came out earlier this year that was okay.
Yeah.
So it's as an example of the style, which again is a very milquetoast, lackluster, meant to be drank in in large quantities kind of style. I think this definitely fits the bill. It really ticks a lot of those boxes. Of course, the downside is that it's not a very dominant style. It's very mild.
Uh-huh.
What do there? So therefore, it's not going to be something that just really jumps like a IPA or a pastry stout or some sour or something. But I will say the aftertaste really lingers on this. And that's what's making me like it more. Because you really taste the beer in a really... it stays for a while. So I'm going to give this a 4.
Oh, for me it's a 3.5, but that's a good rating. I mean, it doesn't have any faults, but it's not very exciting.
Yeah, I mean, the style itself, if I was going on style as far as like what I like in the style, this is like a 275. I don't like milds generally. I think they're pretty boring, like you said. But I think this is an excellent version of that and really shows like what this style should strive for.
Yes. And if it leads at least one Systembolaget visitor to be more interested in the Swedish Beer Promoters Association, then why not? Why not?
Right.
The next one is going to be, might be a doozy. It's from German brewery Schneider in Kallheim in Bavaria. And it's their Cuvee Barrique from 2018, but it recently came out at Systembolaget. So it is a weizenbock, but be warned, it is some kind of combination of barrel-aged beers.
Yeah, so that's the cuvee part.
It's at least a cuvee of Aventinus Weissbock, which is a very sweet one, but something else, and the word sour appears. Sour is
it's sour, all right.
Sour is a word I would never associate with the Weizenbock, but maybe with a cuvee, anything could happen.
This is definitely sour.
Oof.
Sour on the nose.
So why wouldn't you market this as a Flemish red ale? I ask without tasting it, just smelling it.
Because I don't think it is supposed to be a Flemish red ale.
Obviously, it's from Germany, so it can't be Flemish.
Yeah.
But there's something,
Yeah. All right. But
style-wise, I think we shouldn't rate this as a Weizenbock. Cheers.
Yeah. Well, we're rating as a cuvee.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Whoa. At first I was like, it's not very tart. And then the tartness kicks in and you're like, whoo!
So it's tart, there's some nail polish remover, and there's some booziness. Did I say that it was 9.5% ABV?
I don't know, but now you have.
Now I have.
Wow, that's really interesting. This is...
I would... If I told you to name a region in Europe, you would never have said Bavaria.
Oh.
Tasting this blind.
No.
This is the first beer tasting like this that comes out of Bavaria.
I would definitely have thought Belgian.
Yeah.
Yeah. The initial flavor is kind of light. You don't even really get the tartness on it until it starts to go down the back of your throat. And then the tartness starts to build and kick in. And then you're still thinking, no, it's not that bad. And then I don't know what it is. And then I guess it's when you start to breathe in air again after you swallow, the tartness just really jumps down your throat. It's a really interesting experience.
We recommend pairing this TAPX Cuvee Barrique with venison dishes or as a digestive with a delicious chocolate truffle.
I would have guessed some sort of hard cheese would have been a good addition.
Oh, I think that's a better pairing. Let's email them immediately. Silence is deafening.
I'm trying to try a lot of smacking because there's so much tartness on this, and it's in a weird combination too, because it's not really reminiscent of like a Flemish red or a Flemish brown, but also is kind of.
Yeah.
So it has some of those characteristics, but also doesn't have enough of them to really push you into that area. It's almost like a sour brown ale kind of.
Yeah.
That's like like someone mixed like you remember Tart of Darkness from the brewery.
But that was an imperial stout.
Right, it's an imperial stout with the tartness. But just like that, I don't think the two things really work together very well.
No.
I do not care for Tart of Darkness at all. I think it's a tough beer to enjoy. And I think this is kind of in the same way. It starts out and you think, oh, it's kind of sweet, it's pretty nice, and then it just gets into this weird, tart, aggressive flavor that you're like, I don't know where this is coming from, and I don't know why. I'm having to experience this. So what were the overall ratings? It's like a 3.8 on that.
3.8 average with over 1,000 check-ins.
I guess I could see that. If you like this kind of thing, you're probably going to be very excited about it.
Yeah.
For me, it just doesn't work very well.
It starts to approach Flemish Red, but it doesn't reach it.
Right.
3.5.
Like it kind of starts to approach an Oud Bruin, also doesn't quite get there.
Exactly.
I'm going to go with a 3 on this. Yeah,
I get it. My 3.5 is me trying to enjoy it for what it might not be.
I feel that. I get what you're doing there. Yeah.
It's difficult to place, difficult to rate.
Yeah. This was not. I'm glad I got to try it. I like Schneider Weisse beers a lot. I've enjoyed quite a few of their beers. And I always look forward to trying their stuff. And I'm so glad I tried this. I just will not be buying it again.
No. You're glad I paid for it.
I'm glad you paid for this one. Although the mild I did quite enjoy. I'm going to have a little more of that.
That's a good choice.
Yeah. What's funny is if you could accidentally pick up the wrong beer because they look almost exactly the same.
They do look very similar.
Very, very similar. All right. Well, we'll wrap it up here. You can find us online at What's on Tap Podcast, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, and wherever you find podcasts, you can find What's on Tap. Until next time,
keep drinking, you dum-dums.